Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. I am Usman Shah in Shah Grammar with lesson number 5B. Today in English Grammar Complete course our topic is object. Yeah guys, to make sentence we have learned subject, predicate, complement, verb, and today our topic is object. And after learning object we will be able to make sentence. Object. First we will discuss what is an object. Object means a target. Guys, everyone sets a goal, a target or an object in life, and to get this target or object he or she works a lot. Likewise, in this sentence there is an object which is being targeted by a subject, as we have already learned that subject is a doer of an action or that is being discussed. So in this sentence subject perform action, and the action which is performed by this subject is called verb, and who receives this action is called object. Let's see its definition. Receiver of an action is called object. Very simple, as we have discussed that who receives the action that is performed by a subject is called object. It can be a noun, noun phrase, pronoun or a thing. It will be more clear with the help of examples. Now see the examples. He kicks football. In this sentence he is subject, kick is main verb and football is object. Why football is object? Because football is receiving the action. It is receiving the action of he. He is performing an action. What is action? Action is kick. Kick is our action, is verb. So football is receiving the action of kicking. So football is object. Now see next example. Ali beats Imran. In this sentence Ali is subject, beats is main verb and Imran is object. Why Imran is object? Because Imran is receiving the action which is performed by a subject Ali. And what is action? Beat. Beat is main verb and action. So Imran is being beaten by Ali. So Imran is receiving an action by Ali, or action, and action is beat. So Imran is receiving the action, so Imran is our object. So guys, it is also clear that object may be a non-living thing, both. There are 4 types of object: direct object, indirect object, object of preposition, cognate object. Direct object. The object which is directly affected by verb is called direct object. So guys, it is very simple. What is direct object? Which is directly affected by verb. So we will take an example to make you understand, which contain 2 objects. Let's see. I write him a letter. In this sentence I is subject, write is main verb and him is indirect object and letter is direct object. So in this sentence there are 2 objects, him and letter. So why letter is direct object? Because letter is directly affected by verb. What is being written? A letter is being written. So letter is affected by verb directly. So letter is our direct object. And in next example, she gives me a book. There are also 2 objects. Me is indirect object and book is direct object. So in this sentence she is subject, give is main verb, me is indirect object and book is direct object. So why book is direct object? Because what is being given? Book is being given. So book is directly affected by verb. So book is our direct object. Indirect object. The object which is not affected directly by verb is called indirect object. So guys, it is entirely opposite as compared to direct object. What is indirect object? In this case, which is not affected directly by verb is called indirect object. So guys, we took same example to make you better understand. The example is I write him a letter. In this sentence there are 2 objects, him and letter. So I is our subject, write is verb and him is indirect object and letter is direct object. So we have already learned that letter is direct object because it is directly affected by verb, and him is indirectly affected by verb, so it is indirect object. Because I write a letter to him, so him is indirectly affected. We can say not affected directly or indirectly affected by verb, so him is our indirect object. In the next example, she gives me a book. In this sentence she is subject, gives is verb and me is indirect object and book is direct object. So guys, me is also object and it is indirect object because it is not affected directly by verb. Directly, what is directly affected by verb? A book is directly affected by verb, so book is our direct object, and me is indirectly affected by verb, so it is me is our indirect object. Now come to the object of preposition. It is also very simple. It is a noun or pronoun managed by a preposition. Here guys, what is object of preposition? The object which is followed by preposition, or we can say in a sentence when object comes after preposition, it is called object of preposition. Let's see the example. Ali went into the classroom. Here Ali is subject, went is the second form of go, which is the main verb, into is preposition, and classroom is object. So classroom, which is the object, it is following into, and into is preposition, so the object is following preposition classroom, so classroom is our object of preposition. So where did Ali go? Ali went into the classroom, so classroom is object, and this object is following into, which is called preposition, so classroom is our object of preposition. Let's see next example. She came after me. Here she is subject, came is the second form of our verb come, and after is preposition, and me is object. In this sentence, me, which is an object, it is following after. After is preposition, so me, which is following after a preposition, which is following a preposition, so me is our object of preposition. Now come to the cognate object. In linguistics, it is a verb's object or simply verb's noun form. So guys, it is also very simple. Cognate object is created or produced by verb, or we can say the noun which is created by a verb is called cognate object. So there will be a relation between verb and noun which is created by it. Let's see the example. Ali sang a song. In this sentence, Ali is subject, and sang is the second form of verb sing, and song is a object. Guys, in this sentence, if we say Ali sang, it is a complete sentence. Ali sang, good. But we are adding a noun, song. We adding a noun, song. Ali sang a song. So we are adding a noun, and this noun is created by the verb sing. So this song is the cognate object. Guys, it is clear? This song, which is written in golden color, this is an object, and it is a cognate object. Why it is cognate object? Because it is created by the verb sing. So there is a relation between sing and song. So it is cognate object. In the next example, they bravely fought a fight. In this sentence, they is our subject, and fought is the second form of fight. It is verb, and fight is our object. So if we say they bravely fought, it is good, it is okay, it is a complete sentence, but we are adding a noun, fight, which is written in golden color, fight. So it is our cognate object. Because why it is cognate object? Because it is created by fight. So there is a relation between fight and fight. So fought a fight, there is a relation. So fight created by a verb fight. So it is a cognate object. So guys, now our topic of object is complete, and I am sure it is clear now. Yeah guys, if you have any query or question, please contact us on our Facebook page Shah Grammar and email ID usmashahw@gmail.com. Guys, subscribe our channel and click the bell icon so you will receive next videos, and like our video, share with your friends, and if you have any comments, so please comment on our video. Thank you.